I disagree with a lot of people that thinks that media is really difficult to get on, or media or being featured media PR is only for the big boys. If you are a small boy, if you are an SME, if you are an entrepreneur, you really want to tap onto the power of media because like I said, it's free, and with that comes, like I mentioned earlier, all the advantages of being featured in media.
Hi guys, welcome to Popcorn. My name is Amin, and with me today we have Derek Chew, all the way from Singapore. In fact, we just completed a session with some of the Popcorners and also some of our community members. Thank you for coming to the session today, Derek.
Thank you for having me.
So I would like to ask a bit more about media.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still relevant? Is it still important? Especially nowadays in the age of social media, where people nowadays have this belief that I don't really need media because I can just post everything on social media. So what do you think of that?
I think the first question is really how can you stand out and differentiate yourself, right? And no doubt there is social media and you can leverage on webs, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and stuff like that. But the thing is, everybody is doing that, right? So you are then going to be adding to the noise and the clutter, right? And so the only way, in my opinion, that you can stand out and differentiate yourself is really by being featured in media, because there are many good points about being featured in media. Firstly, it is free, right? The difference between advertising and PR in being featured in media is that advertising is paid media, PR, being featured in media, is earned media, and so it's free, right?
Okay.
And the second thing is that being featured in media gives you credibility, and in this day and age, trust is the most important, and is in my opinion, the new currency. So when the media writes about you, when they endorses you, it is stronger and obviously gives you a lot more credibility than say you running an ad, because it's you talking about yourself versus someone, a trusted source talking about you. And then thirdly, the thing that I shared also today is that there is longevity in being featured in media. Why? Because media attracts media, and media are always hungry for stories, and media channels are always wanting. Or rather, media channels don't want to be left behind. So when one media channel covers a story or covers or talk about you, if it's relevant, another media will definitely want to write on it. So with that, you begin to have a whole chain of media features and coverage, as opposed to say running an ad, which is a one-time off, or you have to spend a lot of money being placed everywhere. So that is really the good points about being in media or being featured in media. But finally, media gives you the leverage to increase your sales, increase your profits, and as a result, grow your business. And that's why I strongly believe that there is great power in being featured in media.
But I always have this idea that being featured in media is going to be expensive. But I was quite surprised that it says it's going to be free.
Maybe when you learn the strategies on how to get onto media, it will be free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it hard? How's the process like?
So a lot of people think that media, getting featured in media, PR kind of things are for the big boys, right? It's Apple, Nike, everybody has the budget to do all that big PR campaigns. I'm a small boy, I'm a small SME, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a one-man show. But here's the thing, journalists are always hungry for stories, and they also, it's in that sense, it's like a transaction. Right, they need something, and if you have a story that is relevant, that they can that they need, then that match, and when that matches, you get featured. If you are a small boy, if you are an SME, if you are an entrepreneur, you really want to tap onto the power of media because it is free, and with that comes, like I mentioned earlier, all the advantages of being featured in media.
Wow. Okay. How can a solopreneur like me get myself featured in media?
So getting featured in media is the same thing as how we connect with our clients, our customers. We need to firstly know what our message is, what the pain that we're solving, right, in our business. We need to know what we do, right, what our story is. And when we know and when we're clear with a story, then we need to identify the market for our customers, right? But for media, it's identifying the media channels, the right publications, the right media that is relevant to your story, right? Likewise, your customers, it needs to have a message market match, because if that doesn't match, then you will not have customers, you will not have clients. Likewise, media will not feature you. But when you have a match with the right media channels, right publications, that is, for example, if you are a restaurant, you're in F&B, you obviously want to target the food section, the food editor, the journalist who's covering food, not the journalist who's covering technology, IT, right? So when there's a match, then the chances of being featured is higher. But more importantly, it's all about having a good story, a very strong story angle. It's how you can differentiate yourself from everyone else. Why would journalists want to feature you? Because you have a very strong angle and a differentiating factor. And that is exactly what I actually teach in my 2 days story branding masterclass, where I help people clarify their message, tell their story so that they can connect better with their customers. And because they're able to connect better, they're able to clarify their message and tell the story, they are also then being able to being featured in media. Journalists would want them because they now become appealing and attractive.
So it's something that can be duplicated. The skills can be
Definitely.
duplicated. It's something that you can teach and people can learn from it.
Definitely. So I'll be covering actually techniques and frameworks and scripts and the processes. So we're not going into specific, writing or do's and don'ts, but really templates that they can really use and regurgitate and reuse them, right? And for any business, for every other business that they run, every other service that they do, every other product they do. So it's templates that has stood the test of time. And like the many case studies I shared today, they are not doesn't just work for me, but my students, my clients, and they're all duplicable, transferable, replicable.
Perfect. You want to tell us a little bit more about the workshop?
Sure.
Yeah.
So in the workshop, it's a 2 days live masterclass, and in the first day when people come in, I'm going to get everybody to press pause.
Okay.
It's very important that we really take stock of what we do. Press pause and really go back to working on ourselves and working on business. The first thing we're going to cover is to identify or rediscover our mission. So when we first begin, setting up our company, our business and stuff, we're very clear of our mission, what we want to do, what we want to achieve, who we want to serve, why we do what we do. But a lot of times when we get busy in the daily grind, in the hustle and bustle, we tend to forget about that. So we're going to press pause and get you back to the why you do what you do, to understand and rediscover your mission. Because people don't care what you do, people care why you do what you do. And in today's day and age, customers are very savvy now. They don't want to just buy products and services. They want to really rally behind a cause, really understand what you stand for, what the company's mission is. The second thing is to identify your market. So a lot of times customers, a lot of times people run businesses, create products, and once they create a product and their service and business, then they go out to the market and find people and dump them down their throats and begin to hard sell them. But I do the reverse. I ask people to consider first their market. What is the pain point? What are some of the things that you can solve, in the pain of your market, and then create your product, your message, your story, your business to solve this. Because when you target everybody, you target nobody. So we're going to resist the urge of doing that and really go focus and niche, right? Then we talk about crafting your message. Because when you identify your market and you craft a message that matches your market, then you're going to see customers coming to you, you're going to see leads, sales, and profits. Finally, once you crafted your message that is relevant to your market, we're going to take that to the media. And when I mean media, I don't just mean press, but I mean your different channels, your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, and other channels that we can market your services. So those are the 4 M's that we're going to cover in the 2 days live masterclass.
So I always had this idea that the message comes in first, and then so there's a lot more work behind the scene before we actually come to message.
Yes, exactly. So those are the things that, in my opinion, are the fundamentals and the must-have and must-do before marketing comes in, before Facebook ads, before shooting your video, before doing any of that. We need to solve those problems, teething issues first.
And it's suitable for businesses, the workshop?
Oh yeah, so it's suitable for if you're an entrepreneur, you are starting out, it is for you. If you are an existing business, an established business, it is also for you, because the businesses faces so much competition right now. You have to constantly evolve, and with this new trend, in this day and age, you really want to look at how you can stand out and differentiate yourself in the trying times. It is also suitable for solopreneurs, if you are independent sales professionals. This is also for you, because you need to tell your story, because people don't buy product services, people buy you, people buy stories, right? So it is very relevant for these people as well.
Thank you very much for coming to
Thank you for having me.
So we are looking forward for your workshop, right? So for more information about the workshop, the link is down here, right? We'll see you in the Story Branding
Masterclass.